Hey there guys, welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. Thankfully, someone in messages last time went ahead and let me know that having your fortune read does not take any time because this is a Persona and basically, like, almost everything you do ends up taking time, so I just sort of assumed it would. So, let's do that real quick. Get a fortune reading.
What shall we do?
So now your suit will have a greater increase when doing activities. Your luck improvement fortune will cost you 5,000 yen. Wow.
Now.
I want my kindness, but that only applies when I actually get my kindness raised, doesn't it? And I don't... Other than hang out with Sojoro, I'm not sure how to do that. But I definitely... I mean, kindness is the one I'm currently working on, so... Hierophant card. So you have a great benefit taking actions that will increase your kindness. Oh, today? I thought that was just like an in general thing. Well, if that's the case, damn. Well then real quick, I mean, there is one thing I can do that specifically raises my kindness. It wasn't what I planned to do today, but damn, if like that, if I spent 5,000 things, I might as well focus on it. This is the mall. I don't want the mall. I want the walkway. Just kidding. Because I do know that when I was here last, I looked at the different jobs, but I was kind of like, well, I'm not going to do a job unless I absolutely have to. But there is a job that specifically raises kindness, I believe. Where is...
What are your thoughts?
Passionate staff, charming staff. I thought this one did, but it says... Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay.
That is indeed what I thought about. It was funny, it was like, there's a job, but then it said looking for, you know, charming staff, and I was like, wait, this is charm? I thought it was kindness. Alright, so, it is interesting, I've got to say, that, before when you got a job, you didn't have to go, but there were still set days to go, and here it's just like, purely, whenever you want to show up. Half these places make money if they have to just, like, it shows up on a whim. So let's do this, because dang it, if I'm going to spend 5,000 getting my kindness up, I better actually focus on my kindness.
Hello.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Hanasaki, owner of the shop. I do everything myself today, so you just observe me and try and learn the ropes.
Hey.
Hopefully I actually got kindness from being here.
Good work. How are you feeling?
Okay, good.
Alright.
Wanna head back?
Do you usually only get one kindness from that? Is that like a second one just because... Oh my god.
Ah, you're back.
So, I looked into MedJed. Oh, did you find anything? Well, as you know, MedJed's a god that appears in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Its name apparently means the Smiter. It seems no one's actually sure that MedJed is a real name. On top of that, almost everything else about him is unknown, but his form is unattainable. You do know that we're looking into the hacker group, right? We're not doing like a research paper. And unseen god that flies through the sky and shoots from his eyes. It truly is an elusive being. Dude! Everything else is shrouded in mystery. Wait! Fundamentally speaking. Okay, how in the world is Yusuke typing so fast to get all this in, while meanwhile Ryuji's only having time to say dude and wait? Ryuji, type faster! Fundamentally speaking, ancient Egyptian art always depicted gods drawn in a side profile. However, MedJed is facing straight ahead in all depictions of him. Taking into all this account, he seems to be quite the alien being. I see. Oh, that information was somewhat useful. Indeed it was. I don't know that it was or not. You're supposed to be looking at the hacker group. Should I look into it more? That's quite enough, thank you. They won't go up. Can't start a Y yet. Hifumi won't go up. Mishima and Chihaya will, though. But, again, I got the bonus for today, and I don't want to waste it. After that, I will focus back on social links. I wouldn't have even done it if I hadn't spent the 5,000, but... Oh, well, I didn't explain to you things last time. Occasionally, get orders for a bouquet, in which case I'd like to pick out the flowers. I'll vary your pay based on how pleased the customers are with what you choose. If you get stuck, I suggest you study up with the Flowerpedia.
Next.
We have an order for a bouquet. Please handle it.
I'm counting on you.
Customers looking for large, brightly colored flowers. Pick 3 that fit that description.
Okay.
Well, you definitely want large yellow flower. Large pink flower. Large white flower.
What do you want to do?
This should be good. But okay, without any complaints. That's a pretty standard reaction. Here's your pay for today. It's just standard wages. Aww. I don't know if red counts as a light color or not.
How are you feeling?
Still 2, so yeah, I guess you just normally only get 1 for working there. Damn.
Alright.
And kindness didn't go up. Holy crap. It's gonna take me a while to get kindness up, but I do want to finish up Plague and Ryuji. Going back to see Igor.
Seems you've got your share of problems, inmate.
Everybody does. Not the least of which being in prison.
To think you would relax under such circumstances. Either you're quite bold, or quite foolish.
One with an unseen form. It seems you've been targeted by troublesome company.
Interesting. I'm always slightly suspicious by how quickly Igor knows things are going on in the real world, even though he's done it in all 3 games that I've played, so it's not like I think he's part of the conspiracy.
I've been enjoying this endless dispute over justice.
I bet you have.
However, it will soon come to an end, and through the appearance of an unexpected force of all things.
I wonder, I mean, on the one hand, I know that in this game, Igor is represented by the full persona, but I don't feel like that's really... The full persona is the journey. And so, it's really, like, Igor's full persona reflects more on me than on him, I feel like. So I wonder what persona he would actually be.
Engaging with formidable enemies is also part of your rehabilitation. I ask that you overcome this.
I don't really have much of a choice.
After all, you must hone your powers and become a magnificent thief.
The 20th. We're really moving into stuff happening, though. Oh, there's a
Good
Kechi.
morning.
It really is summer now. I guess we're just walking around a little bit. I think MedJed would pass the fan of thieves. Interesting things keep happening this year. The influence of ideal desire knows no bounds. I underestimate it, honestly.
Hey.
What the public thinks of this? Are they entertained? Or perhaps inconvenienced? They seem to be entertained.
I see.
Entertained, huh? Luxury for the uninvolved. I know they mean no ill intent. So that's what the public thinks. Huh. I don't have time for conversation. My attendance has been poor due to interviews lately. Thanks for your valuable opinion. I'll see you around.
I don't get it.
I've been news on this Fan of Thieves versus MedJed showdown. Which one will come out on top? Yeah, they're both just criminals pretending to be heroes. If you ask me, MedJed causes way more trouble. They attack every company they set their... Oh wait, that's the other guy. They attack every company they set their sights on. Yeah? Well, let's hope something happens soon. But you gotta tell... Who do you think will win? And it won't let me hear the... That's dumb. Unless it doesn't give an answer, why would it cut out right there?
Hey, your phone was buzzing earlier.
Was it? Nice to meet you. I'm the one they call Alibaba. I want to ask you something. You're a phantom thief, aren't you? Can you really steal hearts?
Who is this? Why does he know that you're a phantom thief?
I'm guessing it's the hacker girl.
Is one of our teammates pulling a prank on you?
And also note how similarly that icon looks to Morgana. There's someone whose heart I would like you to steal. But I'm not asking for charity. Let's make a deal. You wish to know about MedJed, correct? I can give you some information on them if the change of heart is successful. If you desire, I can take care of them as well. Do you believe in my skill? Track down their accounts just as I have with yours. But that's all I can prove at the moment. I prepared the necessary tool on my end, so look forward to it.
Shouldn't you respond to it?
Some deniability. Interesting.
You can't reply back.
I sure can't.
I don't know what this is all about, but we should probably let everyone know about this.
I think so as well. So now we're going into the you don't have time to do anything anymore, which is unfortunate.
Considering he mentioned stealing hearts, he knows, doesn't he?
Seems so.
How were we found out?
He may have traced our chat log.
How careless of us.
But that doesn't make sense. Tracing the chat log implies he already knew to begin with. I mean, yeah, once he figured out that I was one, he could figure out everyone else was. But the question is, how did he figure out that I was one, even though we already actually know the answer to that?
But how would he have known all these details with just that?
Although, actually, no, we don't. Because we know that he bugged the shop, or she bugged the shop, but how did she know to do that? We still don't actually know how she found us to begin with. Though, as we've said, the fact that Yusuke and... well, I guess not really. Because Makoto's involvement with Kaneshiro was never actually made public. And Kaneshiro either destroyed the photos way before he turned himself in, so there's no connection there. The only real link would be if they looked into Yusuke because he was Madarame's pupil, and Madarame admitted how he had been plagiarizing the work from his pupils. So it wouldn't be unreasonable to think that they would look at Yusuke, and they would find that Yusuke kind of more or less came out of hiding and, you know, went from a very reclusive life to hanging out with these group of people. And then they look at the group of people, they find out that Ryuji had a beef with, the guy at the beginning.
Do you think that there is another cause?
Yeah. I'm not sure why, but that's the feeling I get.
That's the feeling that I get. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, is it that easy to look at someone else's chat log?
For a hacker, yeah.
I don't know much about it myself, but it's probably not impossible, I think.
How's it done?
Maybe they extracted our phone's data?
I was gonna say, she just said she didn't know much about it herself, so why asking her?
Why is he getting an error when he tries to reply?
Perhaps the receiving end doesn't exist.
Well, yeah, they didn't actually give us their real contact information.
That's possible?
Don't ask me everything. I told you that I don't know much about it.
Wait. Might this be what is referred to as hacking?
Yes, Yusuke.
Then, does that mean this guy's a hacker?
Guys, come on.
I don't get high-tech stuff. What does this all mean?
It means she's a strange girl that lives in a room by herself.
An unknown hacker contacted us.
I see. I don't really get it.
Then, is this person MedJed?
I doubt it, considering he says he wants to deal with them.
I imagine actually this person is former MedJed, but it has become disillusioned by the fact that the organization is no longer hacktivizing and is more looking out for their own personal interests. And so they want to support us in the conflict.
That is, only if we take his words for face value.
True.
I mean, our option right now is to do nothing, in which case we're just going to fade into obscurity, or take this opportunity as it presents.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if we got this guy on our side?
What we need to do is find out whose heart they want changed and evaluate the cause. If it's a heart that should be changed anyway, then there's absolutely no reason not to change it.
But we know nothing about his identity at all. We can't trust him.
I don't think it's a bad deal, though.
Again, we just have to look at the request and evaluate the request. Don't evaluate the guy, and don't evaluate what we get out of it. That's exactly the problem that happened with MedJed, is that they started looking at it from a personal perspective.
Even if Alibaba turns out to be a criminal, I am not helping anyone of that sort.
Oh, okay. For a second, I misread that as, even if Alibaba turns out to be a criminal, I'm not helping him regardless. And I'm like, but if he's fine, then you won't still... What? But no, he means... It's a good deal, and he's like, yeah, but what if he's a criminal? Although, again, yeah, I feel like you shouldn't be judging people based on, who, you know, you shouldn't judge, you should judge an action based on the action, not based on who wants the action done. You know, a really good example of that is, I know back in World War II, the New York Police Department kind of worked to deal with the mob to not, you know, basically, during wartime, they were moving into the docks, and the mob was having a big issue with it because the docks were kind of mob territory. And so the police were like, okay, you know what? We will not, you know, rigorously look through everything at the docks, because we're not actually looking for you guys. But you guys have to let us freaking know if there's anything suspicious going on in the docks. And the mob, you know, not wanting the Nazis to win either, was like, cool. So, again, it's just a matter of, you can work with someone even if they're a criminal, as long as the goal which you're working for is okay.
Oh, right. That wouldn't be good.
The I've prepared the necessary tool part makes no sense either.
Could this just be a prank?
It's a very elaborate prank, if so.
He knows an awful lot for it to be a prank.
Yeah, I agree.
If he knows who we are, won't we get caught?
Certainly a possibility.
No, if he wanted to report us, I think he would have done it already.
He must have some sort of objective of his own. He did offer us a deal, after all. I'm certain he'll contact us again.
Oh, I'm very certain.
There's no telling when he'll do so, though.
It's going to be another thing where it's going to be 2 or 3, well, like 1 or 3 days before this progresses, so I probably have a little bit of time to hang out with those
It'd be
links.
best if we stay together. If something happens, we can act at
Never
once.
mind.
Yeah. So, somewhere we can wait and hide for long hours.
What? Okay, Not that I think there's any possibility that our hacker girl does not already know who we all are, but if they contact me and then we immediately just like group up and don't separate, won't that make it super obvious just in case?
How about LeBlanc?
Yeah, that's again, that's, for me that's super ironic because we know that's the place that's bugged.
Oh, what's with the big group?
I really want to know what's going on with Sojoro. I'm actually getting more and more curious about his social link as time goes on, but I can't ever make it go anywhere.
Good evening. We were thinking about putting together plans for our summer.
Is that a new face I see?
It's nice to meet you. My name is Makoto Nijima. I hope we're not being a bother.
For as judgmental as Sojoro is, if and when he finds out that she's a student council president, that's definitely not something he's going to raise an objection to.
She's our student council president.
Well, there we go.
Nijima.
Is something
Oh, that's
wrong?
right. I forgot about the fact that he would know Sai Nijima.
No, it's nothing. A student council president, eh? I'm stunned. I hope he's not causing you too much trouble. I'm Sojoro Sakura, but everyone just calls me boss.
Nobody calls you boss. You keep telling people to and we don't do it.
By the way, that was addressed to you. This old man will get going and leave you kids be.
Did you already open it? I mean, on the one hand, based on what his job is, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not actually sure that's a crime. I know in the U.S. Well, actually, no. Let me rephrase that. In the U.S., it's typically a crime to open mail addressed to someone else. However, I think when you are a guardian of someone, that doesn't actually apply. And I think I'm 16, aren't I? So I'm not. Again, assuming Japanese law is the same as U.S. law, and it's not. But in the U.S., if you are the parent of someone, you do have the right to look through their stuff. But once the person turns 18, you can't open their mail anymore. Not that that necessarily stops anyone, but I think that's how U.S. law works, and I'm just going to have to assume Japanese law is similar. So he would have had the right to look at it if he wanted to.
All right, the store's all yours.
We have late-breaking news on MedJed, whose notoriety rose since their statement the other day.
What, did I make food? I guess I can do that. I'm kind of surprised. I hope I paid for it. I also want to say, just as a side comment, I wasn't really sure about the fact that I was living in this store when the game began. I really do miss, living with the Dojimas from Persona 4, but it's different and it's growing on me. I do like it now.
Just moments ago, a new message has been released on their website. They have announced their victory over the Phantom Thieves. MedJed also warns any Japanese citizens who praised the Phantom Thieves to stop doing so. We will report any further actions by MedJed as they arrive.
Interesting. Why would they... That almost seems like a George W. Bush thing, where they just announce victory in the middle of... It's like, what?
Oh, come on. It's in English.
Let me see. The Phantom Thieves remain silent at our question. This proves that we are just. People of Japan, wake up. You must not worship the Phantom Thieves.
What's interesting is that seems incredible. I mean, on the one hand, I understand why they would do it, but on the other hand, the Phantom Thieves have always been someone who don't announce their intention to strike until just before they do so. So, silence from the Phantom Thieves would indicate that they're, if we submitted, that would be one thing. If not, you should wait a little bit longer, because it's like the Phantom Thieves don't actually announce their intention until right before something happens. Although, actually, to be fair, that's not really true, because we announce it right before we steal their heart, but then the change doesn't come out for quite a while.
What? That's bullshit.
Keep listening.
We will discipline any who worship them. The punishment is the confiscation of possessions. We are MedJed. We are unseen. We will eliminate evil. That's what it says.
Interesting. Watch out, Mishima.
What does that all mean?
They're saying that they'll target sympathizers of the Phantom Thieves.
confiscation of possessions, hmm?
Perhaps bank accounts or personal information. Either way, it won't be anything pleasant.
That is a real... I mean, that just moved them... Because up until now, it was just two people that were both trying to stop abuse and corruption. But now, it's very much like, hey, you like something we don't like, therefore we're taking your money. And it's like, that's not... You're not targeting corruption at that point. That's just an opinion. You're attempting to censor through intimidation.
Why the hell are we being singled out?
Perhaps all they care about is labeling the Phantom Thieves as crooks. That all this wouldn't have happened had the Phantom Thieves not existed.
That's complete bullshit.
Well, yeah, a little bit.
Talk about a troublesome organization that we've been targeted by.
Isn't there anything we can do?
It's certain we can't do anything about this on our own.
Hey, so what's this letter about? I don't need any more trouble.
I bet it's from Hacker Girl.
It's rare for you to get something like this.
I also don't know why we didn't open it effing immediately. You know, based on what's going on.
Calling card.
Anything else in there? Who's this from, anyway?
I'm sure it doesn't really say.
There's no stamp on it. Someone must have directly dropped it into the mailbox here.
Good job. This almost reminds me of Naruto's social link in Persona 4.
Could it have been Alibaba?
That reminds me. He did mention something about preparing the necessary tool.
I do have to wonder at this point, because the hacker, for what we've seen, basically never leaves her room. So she must be not a complete recluse if she would walk out here and put something in our box. But that also seems incredible. Like, why would she do that herself?
Don't tell me. Is this what he was talking about?
What the hell's going on here?
All we can do at the moment is wait for Alibaba's orders. Let's brace ourselves and stand by, in case anything comes up.
Oh dear.
I wonder if, you know what would be awesome, is if the mysterious other metaverse user tried to steal our heart at some point, and we had to go in and, like, access our own palace and protect it. I don't quite know how that would work, narratively speaking, but it would be a cool twist. They started turning up the heat on the forum. The special post up. Okay, well, he's not backing down. Showdown between the Phantom Thieves and the global organization MedJed is here. Reactions have been great. Everyone's really engaged. So far, most of the comments have been pro-Phantom Thieves. Most likely is what happened in the Kanashiro case. Those on the other side say MedJed are hackers of justice. But there's nothing resembling justice in what they do. Someday, I want the whole site to be filled with pro-Thieves comments. Look forward to when that day finally arrives. Yeah, I agree. I don't know why I never voice Mona. Probably because I don't know why. I mean, it is pretty common for me just to skip past it. First the Alibaba character didn't have a blank calling card? What the hell is going on?
Hey!
And I can't go downstairs, can I?
Hey!
Yeah, not so. I can't make these tools.
Nice!
But your 10k win, the thieves will win. I do like how the comments change. Have the Phantom Thieves said anything? Having your money stolen sounds terrifying. Then suddenly not knowing what they're going to do to us. They're declaring their victory. What does that mean? They wish they'd stop it.
Who is it?
Oh, we know who it is. Oh, no, it's not. Dude, did Alibaba message you?
Come on.
Nothing? There's no ASAP if trying to get in touch with you, okay? Obviously. They actually had a morning thing just for that. That's kind of awesome. Dude!
Man.
Okay, it's not. Good day. I don't know if I should use a veal wish for this or not, because I know who it is. Good day to you too. Ah, you responded today. Once again, I am Alibaba. You're the leader of the Phantom Thieves, correct? No reason to lie about it. Appreciate your honesty. I take it you received the calling card? Are you at school right now? I'll answer that question as many times as necessary. I'm Alibaba. Then I prepared the calling card for you. What are you going to steal it? What do you mean by that? Aren't you able to steal a heart as long as you have a calling card?
Hey, hey.
A name? Is your heart thievery truly impossible without such information? I see. Suppose past calling cards did have names on them. One moment. Very well, I'll tell you. I believe their name was Futaba Sakura. If you fail this mission, I'll expose your identity to the world and to the police. I'll be counting on you. We shall speak again after the change of heart. Okay, I was gonna say, because the other thing I kind of need is a reason, and they're not being very forthcoming.
For real?
So he just threatened you and just took off? And Sakura, I feel I've heard that name before. In any case, we should let everyone know about this.
We're gonna get reported if we don't do this? What the hell?
Taba Sakura?
Wasn't Sakura?
Isn't Sakura a girl's name? But they said he.
It's Boss's last name!
Does he have any family?
Interesting.
Does he?
Is that the guy that bought the printer and wasn't satisfied with it?
For reals? How laid back are you? Wouldn't you normally be introduced at least? I mean, you are living at his place.
Well, yeah, I know his name.
Well, his situation does make things difficult.
Slightly.
Calling card was delivered to Boss's house. It'd be more natural to assume this is all related. One of the reasons for that is because Alibaba mentioned nothing about which Futaba Sakura. Perhaps he thinks that the name alone is enough.
That makes sense.
I believe it's adequate for us to think that this is the doing of someone close by.
Well, yeah, obviously they were able to come to my house.
I see.
I don't know how Alibaba got a hold of his smartphone information.
That is a very valid question.
However, since he's ordering us through chat, I do feel as though he's taunting us.
You mean this might just be a prank?
It definitely doesn't feel like it.
I mean, look at his demands. Pay me if you don't want me to leak who you really are. That I'd understand. But he's telling us to steal someone's heart without explaining why.
So we're being tested.
It definitely seems so, as such.
Regardless, I think we should ask Boss about Futaba Sakura once.
Once or
That's
at
probably
once?
for the best. There's nothing else we can do at the moment, and Chief might have an idea on what this is about too.
I'll check the school's roster just in case.
As far as I know, the Chief doesn't have any kids.
We must make sure Boss doesn't figure out who we are. We'll have to go about this cautiously.
That will be awkward if there's a change of heart right after we ask about.
What's up?
Wow, this is my cautious options? Really?
Why do you know about that?
I've got to say, I mean, I feel like saying I want to meet them is slightly more casual than who is Futaba Sakura.
It's got nothing to do with you. I'm going home. Make sure you lock up the place.
God dang it, you're not giving me information.
Looks like it's a hit.
Oh, I just remembered. Kaizen, were you able to ask about the boss about Futaba Sakura? Could there be a reason as to why that was? Alibaba might be our only hope of defeating MedJed. I wish we could get some info out about Futaba out of boss. But trying to force out would probably have the opposite effect. To be honest, I'd great deal both boss and Kaizen. I don't wish to become a source of discord between them. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's probably best to wait for boss to bring the subject up himself. And once again, it won't let me...
Hey!
Yeah. So, I'll go ahead and save here. Next time, we will probably find out more about Futaba and the ongoing that's occurring.
Let's do it.
I wonder if this would be easier if I had a higher rank with him. But, regardless of whether it would or not, I don't, and we gotta keep going.